Hi, my name is Reginald Jones, and thank you for joining me in week 4 of my series on globalization and technology. My topic today is what are the main features of environmental laws in the United States and other nations? In many nations, there are governmental environmental laws in place. The Environmental Protection Agency leads the charge in the United States. Government environmental laws provide economic incentives to encourage businesses, communities, and regions to reduce pollution and offer legal and administrative systems for resolving disputes. The main features of environmental laws in the United States and other nations are air, water, and land pollution. Air pollution is a mix of particles and gases that can reach harmful concentrations both outside and indoors. While some pollution occurs naturally, the majority of air pollution today it results from human activity like industrial processes and motor vehicle emissions. The most significant law governing air pollution is the Clean Air Act. The Clean Air Act gave the EPA the power to establish national regulatory programs with specific air quality requirements, federal enforcement, and federally issued permits. Water pollution occurs when more wastes are dumped into waterways, lakes, or oceans that can be naturally diluted and carried away. Poor water quality can harm the ecosystem, decrease crop yields, threaten human health, and degrade the quality of life. The leading U.S. law governing water pollution is the Clean Water Act. The Clean Water Act requires permits for top sources of pollution such as industrial emissions and mandates that governments develop plans for non-point sources. And third, land pollution is the deposition of solid or liquid waste materials on land or underground in a manner that can contaminate the soil and groundwater, threaten public health, and cause unsightly conditions and nuisances. Solid and hazardous waste is a special concern of land pollution as there have been multiple regulations enacted to regulate safe disposal. The Resource Conservation and Recovery Act regulates hazardous materials essentially from the cradle to the grave. The Toxic Substances Control Act requires the EPA to inventory the chemicals in commercial use, identify which are the most dangerous, and if necessary, ban them or restrict their use. In conclusion, the EPA is the U.S. federal government agency responsible for most environmental regulation and enforcement. Other nations have certain protections in place as well. To answer the question posed at the beginning of this presentation, the main features of environmental laws in the United States and other nations are air pollution, water pollution, and land pollution. Each feature has designated laws that apply specifically to their environmental risks. My references are listed here on the references page. Thank you for joining. This will conclude my presentation for today.